berdiri. Kemudian, ajarkan pasien untuk mengadduksikan bahu yang kaku secara horizontal dengan meletakkan lengan menyilang dada, kemudian mengaplikasikan penekanan berlebih secara terus-menerus pada lengan yang adduksi. Dengan menarik lengan ke arah dada, hati-hati jangan sampai pasien merotasikan trunk. Untuk meningkatkan fleksi dan elevasi, minta pasien untuk duduk dengan sisi yang terganggu di tepi meja. Lengan bawah diletakkan di sepanjang tepi meja dan siku sedikit fleksi. Minta pasien menggeser lengan bawah ke arah depan di sepanjang meja sambil menekuk pinggang hingga kepala selurus dengan bahu. Untuk meningkatkan eksternal rotasi, ada dua cara. Yang pertama, pada saat posisi pasien berdiri atau pada saat posisi pasien duduk. Nah, pada saat posisi pasien berdiri itu, minta pasien untuk berdiri di samping tiang. Kemudian, minta pasien untuk memfiksasi lengan bawah pasien sambil siku fleksi 90 derajat dan tetap pertahankan lengan di sisi tubuh. Kemudian, minta pasien untuk menjauhi lengan yang difiksasi. Selanjutnya, pada saat pasien duduk. Nah, pasien diminta untuk duduk di samping meja dengan lengan bawah diletakkan di atas meja dan siku fleksi 90 derajat. Kemudian, minta pasien untuk menekuk pinggang sehingga kepala dan bahu setinggi dengan meja. Untuk meningkatkan internal rotasi, minta pasien berbaring miring pada posisi yang terganggu dengan bahu dan siku 90 derajat. Lalu, minta pasien untuk mendorong lengan bawah pasien yang terganggu dengan menggunakan lengan pasien yang sehat, sehingga lengan yang terganggu akan internal rotasi pada posisi akhir. Untuk meningkatkan abduksi dan elevasi, minta pasien untuk duduk di samping meja, kemudian lengan bawah diletakkan di atas meja, kemudian minta pasien untuk menggeser lengan melintasi meja sehingga kepala turun ke arah lengan dan toraks bergerak menjauhi meja. Untuk meningkatkan ekstensi, minta pasien berdiri membelakangi meja, kemudian kedua tangan menggenggam tepi meja dengan jari-jari menghadap ke depan. Kemudian minta pasien berjongkok sambil membiarkan siku fleksi. Untuk meningkatkan eksternal rotasi, ekstensi, dan kemiringan skapula, minta pasien untuk berdiri sambil memegang kain dari belakang. Tangan yang satunya selurus dengan kepala, dan tangan yang akan diregangkan berada di belakang pinggang. Kemudian, minta pasien untuk menarik handuk ke atas dengan tangan yang selurus dengan kepala.
Guys, so if your shoulders don't work just like they used to, if you got the thing called frozen shoulder, if they don't lift up, if you can't lift them above your head, today is your lucky day because I'm going to take you through exercises that are going to increase your range of motion. They're going to build strength and they're going to get your shoulders swinging again. So if that's something you want, just stick around. Are the exercises that are going to help if you have shoulder pain. Or if your doctor's told you you have frozen shoulder, let's thaw them out. Let's get them moving again. I want you to be able to exercise your shoulders so you can build up the strength to unfreeze them, so you can move them as far as you possibly can and reaching things that you want to do. So as we do these exercises, I might go through the motion a little further than what you can do, but just do what you can. And again, over time, build the strength, build your muscles back up to lift those shoulders up, to lift your arms up again. So let's go through that entire body. We'll stick strictly to the upper body here, but I want you to start off with just a nice simple roll around again. Shrug your shoulders up and around again. Part of this frozen shoulder thing is that we're missing range of motion, so we got to stretch those shoulders out as we lift them around and around again. We're strengthening the muscles and we're increasing our joints range of motion here so we can move our shoulders again. Other direction again, just shrug your shoulders up and around again. Bring them up and bring them down again. Shrug them up, bring them down. We'll do 2 more shrugs here. Bring them down and 1 more time. And down, and now let's just crisscross those arms here again, nice and gently. Again, only lift them as high as you can, and if you struggle with any of these exercises, just sit and wait for the next one. It's all about building up your muscles, building up your entire shoulder so it can work like it used to. And left arm, and right here to the side. Now, I want you to just shrug your shoulders up, straight up, touch your shoulders to your ears, and bring them down. Again, shrug them up, and bring them down again. Shrug it up and bring it down again. Shrug it up and bring it down 2 more times. Up and down, and we'll go up and down again. You might have felt that right in that upper back. Again, our back helps our shoulders move, so we got to work all parts of our body. We're going to continue to do that, but I want you to slightly bend down, close your fists, and let's pull those arms back and bring them down again. Pull them back, bring them down, pull them back. Bring them down, pinch your shoulder blades together here, pull them back, bring them down, last one, pull it back, bring it down, and sit up straight here. And to continue to work around the shoulder, we're gonna work on our biceps. So let's curl those arms up, bring them down again, curl them up, bring them down again, curl your arms up, bring them down, and we'll curl them up, bring them down, and we'll do 2 more. Good job, last one, up and down, and now drop them right to the side. Let's shake it a little bit, loosen those shoulders, go just like this, and 3, 2, 1, and right here we're gonna raise our arms up to the side and bring them down again. Bring them up, bring them down nice and slow here, up and down, and again, only lift them as high as you can. If you're not quite up like me, again, just work at it over time and bring them down. Excellent job. Now we're gonna turn it so our knuckles are forward. We're gonna raise our arms up and bring them down again. Raise them up, bring them down again. Raise it up, bring it down. Keep going up and down. Last one, up. Hold it there and go back, go down again. Raise it up, bring it forward and down. Right on those knees, and let's bring it up, bring it back, bring it down again. Excellent work. Up, bring it forward, down to those knees. Last one here. Up, bring it back, bring it down, and let's shake those shoulders out a little bit. Again, get your joints nice and loose here. Wiggle your fingers, and 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna curl those arms again here and bring it down again. Curl it up, bring them down again, curl them up, bring them down again, curl it up, bring it down. 2 more, and up and down. Last one, and up and down. And we're gonna come right back down here again. Pinch your shoulder blades together as you row it back and bring it down again. Roll it back, bring it down. Excellent work. Back and down. 2 more, and back and down. Last one, back and down. Excellent work here. And let's just kind of shake those shoulders. You might feel them starting to loosen up here a little bit. Again, the key here is to move your shoulder again, taking it slow, nice and easy. Again, you did a great work so far, but now let's relax those shoulders right before we stretch them out. And 3, 2, 1, and excellent job. Now I want you to grab onto your elbow, pull that shoulder across your body, and really stretch it out here. Excellent job. Keep holding. And 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. And let's pull from the other elbow. Pull it across your body here. Again, really feel that stretch as you pull that arm across. And 3, 2, 1, and excellent work. Now, right from this side position, I want you to bring your hands forward and clap, and bring them back again. Clap and back and clap and back and clap and back and clap and back and clap and back, clap and back and clap and back, and faster right here. And 3, 2, 1, an excellent job there. Give yourself a round of applause, because those are some exercises that are going to strengthen your biceps, your back muscles, your deltoids right in those shoulders. They're going to help to get your muscles, your shoulder working and doing the things that you want to do. So if your shoulder is frozen, let's work on strengthening it and getting our range of motion back. Again, it's only going to get better over time. You got to put in the time to get those shoulders working again. So do these exercises and your shoulder's going to start to feel better and it's going to start to move better. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and just stick around. I'm going to show you something and a way that you can do even more for your shoulders just right after this.
Get started. What I like to do with thoracic outlet syndrome is stretch your pec muscles. That's really important. Get that correct posture. Do nerve glides or stretching to kind of get those nerves loosened up and moving around in there. And then also doing some first rib mobilization. So let's start off with some pec stretches. The first one is a pretty easy one. You can just take your hands and clasp them behind you. Try and keep your palms together if you can, and you're really just pushing your chest outwards. So it really opens up the chest, gets a stretch in there. Hold it for about 30 seconds, then relax it, and do that 3 times. So that really kind of opens everything up in there. And the reason you want to get those pec muscles stretched out is because usually that's where all the stuff gets trapped, in that area right there. So if you loosen those up, that's going to help get that movement and get everything nice and loose and get that irritation out of there. So the next thing I'm going to show you is a first rib mobilization. You can do that a couple of different ways, but what I think is probably the easiest way is just grab a ball, a massage ball, lacrosse ball, anything that's kind of firm. You can use a tennis ball, but you want it to be enough where it puts pressure on that first rib. And the first rib kind of lies underneath that clavicle or collarbone. So what you want to do is take that ball and just set it in that little pocket. You can kind of feel a little pocket in there. And if you push hard enough, you can feel that first rib. And a lot of times that first rib has come up a little bit. So you want to put it right there. What I like to do is relax this arm kind of down. Take your neck and bend it over, because that relaxes some of those neck muscles in there. And then take a deep breath in. And as you're letting out, push down as hard as you comfortably can on the ball. So you go, and then come back up, and do that about 4 or 5 times. So big breath in and push down. And sometimes people do feel a little pop where it's popping back into place. So as long as it's not painful, that's a good thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And then a lot of times then that pressure gets off of those nerves and those vessels and veins and arteries in there, and then it feels a lot better after that. So now we're going to lie down a little bit, and I'm going to show you some more pec stretches. I like to use a foam roller. This is probably the best way that I like to stretch the pecs. Put it vertically, and you're going to lie on top of it. So you come down close to the edge, because you want to be able to be nice and relaxed and put your head on it, so then you're not stressing out your neck muscles. And then just bring your arms out to the side and let them drop down. So as you can see here, I'm stretching out those pec muscles, and that's a really, really nice stretch. If you want more of a stretch, if this is just a medium stretch for you, then straighten your arms out a little bit and then do the same thing. Just try and relax and let them go down. If you need a little bit more, you can have somebody kind of push down on your arms a little bit and get a really good pec stretch there. But again, just holding it for about 30 seconds, give it a little break, and then doing that again, just really stretching it out. Then You're going to do some scapular squeezes, shoulder squeezes. This is again just to help get that correct posture, because a lot of times when you roll forward like that with those tight pec muscles, that's what ends up causing all the problems. So getting your chest open is what really helps. So scapular squeeze is just really, imagine that somebody is placing their hand in the middle of your back on your spine, and you're trying to squeeze that hand with your shoulder blades. So just squeeze back, hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then come forward. So really nice squeeze, and then come back. I like to use my elbows while I'm pushing back because I feel like it helps me squeeze a little bit more. Some people just kind of squeeze this way, but I feel like you get a little bit more of a squeeze if you actually use your elbows a little bit. So just hold that squeeze for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then relax and do about 5 to 10 of those, and that should really help loosen it up a little bit. And then finally is the nerve glides or the nerve stretches. You can do both ways. Sometimes with the stretches, people get a little bit irritated with them. So there's a modified way to do it, which is kind of the glide, and then there's the stretch glide as well. Some people call it a little bit differently, different ways, but the first one is going to be the little bit of modified, more of a glide. So if it's on my right side, I'm going to start with my elbow up, my head up, and then I'm going to put my arm out, but take my head almost like I have a string connected to my head. So I'm going to go out like that and then come up. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of gliding that nerve, flossing that nerve as I go. So out and back in. This is the one that's not quite as stressful on the nerve, so you might want to start off with this one. With nerve glides, I only like to do about 10 of them, because if you do a whole lot, you're going to end up just irritating that nerve even more. So especially with the stretches, the big glides, really only stick with 10 just once a day. Don't do a whole lot more than that. But then what you're going to do, put your arm straight out with your palm up, and this time you're going to take your head to the opposite way as you pull your palm downward. So it's going to be this movement. Now you might want to just start off doing the palm part first, because some people feel it there. I can feel a little bit of tingle in my middle finger just right there doing that. But if you want even more, then you go out this way and come back in. That really stretches out that nerve in there. If it's kind of scarred up in that area, that's going to help loosen everything up a little bit. And again, like I said, only just do about 10 of those. Don't do any more of those, especially in the beginning. And then the last one is going to be a stretch for those scalene muscles right here. And the reason you really want to stretch those out is these attach to that first rib down there. So if they're tight, they're pulling up on that first rib. So what you want to do is, again, kind of put your hands behind you. You can clasp them. You don't have to be so tight with them, but put your hands behind you. And then you're going to turn your head a little bit to an angle and then side bend. So it's not just side bend this way, and it's not just rotating. It's that kind of combination, so you feel that stretch right in there where those scalene muscles are. And then hold that stretch for about 30 seconds, and then relax and do that 3 times.